Hello versus Filipino walk. You can see from the distance the kangaroos here in Gold Coast, Queensland, Australia. And we're hoping that we can spot koalas as well. Yan po, nanginginain mga kangaroo. Ano baby? So this is the kids' room, obviously. Bathroom. Wow. Starts now. Look at those drains. Nice. One bedroom. What's that? Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Nice fridge. These are not stage, right? Is this stage still?
No, this is all furnished. So it all
Oh,
comes with the
okay.
property.
So I was about thinking
Stage
like,
by Kira and Kira.
okay, even the baby's room.
baby stuff doesn't come. Everything else in the house, but the baby's furniture. And
Furniture,
clothes,
okay.
Yeah, they
This
come.
stays, this one? Okay.
Everything here.
Everything here.
Yeah. What was your first name?
Oh, this one. Oh, yes. Nice tub. Nice tub. Water closet. Wow. So many bedrooms. Storage AC, attic. Storage attic. This cabinet. Oh, what is this? Ah. Oh wow, I got a beach. Hello, Ka-Overseas Filipino Walk. We're at the Gold Coast of Queensland, Australia. Samahan niyo po ako sa paglalakad dito sa baybayin ng Billinga, and nakita niyo doon mga building. Alright, let's continue yung balitaktakan natin. I just changed the batteries. I don't know kung where did I stop on what conversation. So comment down below if what interests you about here in Australia or my other travels that I have yet to figure it out. So share ko lang, sometimes here, because you know they're more known, they know more about Japanese, Chinese, so first guess if you're kind of look Asian is they're gonna guess you're, you know, Chinese or Japanese. Which is pretty much how their awareness is, meaning the majority of Australians. So it depends on their exposure. So if you say you're from other Asian countries or Filipino, or even Filipino that is not living in the Philippines anymore, but one of the overseas Filipino, but like anything else, you can start conversation away from who you are as an ethnic, but towards topic of general common interest, like the weather, food that you like, then you can have more of a camaraderie or sameness with the people that lives in what place that you are, being Filipino. That makes sense. So all this fishing is, you see that you only get a backpack but no containers. Catch and release, that's what they do. They just want the fun, the excitement of catching a fish, but not really for personal consumption or commercial purposes. So they do catch around here flatfish. So let's talk about the economy here in Australia. So as you may know, it's one of the richest countries around the world. It only has like 25 plus million people for this very big country. But since it's developed from a small economy of mainly agriculture or commodities some 100 years ago, like they used to produce a lot of wool, and other commodities. But now if you go to supermarket dito sa Australia, most of the things you buy, I would say from my experience, is almost 80% or higher are made in Australia. You're talking about manufactured food products like cereal, even normal day-to-day essentials like fruits and vegetables. They produce their own bananas here, pineapples. Almost all the vegetables you find in supermarkets are grown here in Australia, which, because you pay a lot higher on those, translate into higher wages for the people that works in those industries. So that's what happened. And in a country that do import a lot, but they also produce goods locally, and since those goods are in, they can market into translate into higher value added, so they can sell those into higher prices. So the workers on average get here $20 on a minimum wage. But if you just earn the minimum wage, eventually all the money that you earn on a monthly basis will be spent so you almost don't get to have savings, because with that $20 an hour, you do have to pay monthly rent if you're renting an apartment. Of course, those food are also on also in the higher prices of like food, and then you have to pay for parking. You drive, you have to pay for the car, obviously. So igo-igo lang. So if you're thinking about making minimum wage for long term, and then having with that minimum wage you would save money for investment, for your retirement, it's almost impossible. So that's why you have to like plan out, like most Australians do, to get more higher paying job. So the saying sa Pilipino na huwag kang mamili ng trabaho, it's not really good to think about na huwag kang mamili ng trabaho. You have to choose. You have to choose the higher wages that you can earn. Obviously, you have to, dami na obviously nasabi, you have to upgrade your skill set or enter a business to get those higher income, which is not easy. It's very challenging, but it can be done. Because think about this, if you're working for somebody else right now, and that means that somebody else, like you're the owner of your company, has to earn more, maybe even twice as much, for the company to hire you to work for them. So it's better to be an entrepreneur, and although you're managing the business, which is a different challenges and struggles, but obviously when you hire somebody, you better make sure that that person earn more for you than you pay for that person as a salary. So that's the mentality, the mindset that we need to be aware of. If we're coming to these rich industrialized countries like Australia, US, Canada, that just sticking to a job in a minimum wage and not developing, not looking at the other opportunities in the area will make you obviously left behind when after 5, 10 years, 20 years, 25 years of being in the country, maybe you earn a house, you're able to pay off the house, but you still have to work, that kind of job. And then you just you maybe have to work 2 jobs because you're getting more, getting less purchasing power from the amount of money that you're earning for those regular jobs. So ano lang po, it's good to be aware and not to be afraid to level up. So let's enjoy the scenery here. So hopefully you're picking up some ideas that I'm sharing here on this blog. So I'm gonna leave you this view of Coolangatta. Coolangatta is that area over there. So abangan ang susunod na kabanata ng ating paglalakad dito sa Australia. Bye! Hello, Overseas Filipino Walk. So this is a surf club. So when you see this kind of building, you see the sign. Typically it has a park like this for parking cars as well, benches. And there's Tagoon Surf Club. So it's kind of like a community, pagpalagay natin barangay hall, but there's also businesses there for food, for drinks, and the main thing is the surf club. So if you're a member, then you can use the facility, store your surf gear, and then just run to the ocean. There could be also surfing lessons, rescue, para sagipin siyempre yung mga na-aksidente sa dagat. So a reminder. So here you see this camper van. So from Victoria. It's sunny now. Let's check out this houses. So it's a private house. Next to this footpath. Some are old. Some are newly built. Pero hula ko rito, ano to, redevelopment na yan. Binili yung lupa and then nalaki. So may mga pantaboy ng mga pigeons or other birds. So we're gonna walk maybe 1 or 2 kilometers para makita nyo tong footpath with the solar lighting and benches. Linggo ngayon kaya yan, maraming namamasyal, exercise. So bench dito talaga aluminum. pang matagalan ng idea niyan, hindi yung nag-install ka nga ng benches pero 5 months, 2 years, 10 years, hindi tatagal na mga ganong taon dahil kahoy o bakal na kinakalawang. Sandbox. Holiday booking. So here, may abiso na kung gusto nyo mag-volunteer para ma-save itong mga dune. Like that. Kasi nagkakaroon ng erosion. Pacific PDE. Etura. So you can see the airplane because the airport is around 5 to 10 kilometers away. The Gold Coast Airport, and there's also another airport. Either you fly to Brisbane or the Gold Coast, which is over there, but the airport is here in Billinga. Holiday rental. So pag-usapan natin tong mga ganito, holiday rentals. So originally, like at that old house, these are simple vacation homes. And then once the area became popular, siyempre pinopahan nila, and then whoever were lucky enough to come here early owns the land. Like tayo mga Pilipino, we're only been, I guess, recently here in Australia after the law of, you can read the history books, the law of white Australia only policy since 1901, and if I'm not mistaken, in 1973 they ended that. So all other races, mga ibang lahi, pwede na pumunta na Australia. So balik tayo dito sa mga bahay, mga rental properties dito sa nakikita niyo sa Gold Coast. So obviously those families are lucky enough to use that land to get loans from the bank and built those. Now you see big vacation homes or residential homes. So those are investment. From the real estate that they own, and then the banks loan them money or through proper connections, so they now own a lot of this real estate, vacation homes. So these are our aspirational goals. Siyempre, if you're starting here in Australia, maybe you just have to like work very hard, invest your money, open a business, tapos when you see an opportunity, then you grab one of these beachfront properties. Nah, it's always a good investment. Although nagkakaroon ng erosion, which is going to be a problem. I don't know what the studies they made here, if the sea is gonna keep rising. Like you can see there's some erosion over there. Alright, that's all for this episode of the Overseas Filipino Walk. Hopefully you're enjoy the scenery. Comment down below for any thoughts that you like to share among the group. Alright, talk to you later. Abangan ang susunod na kabanata. Hello, Overseas Filipino Walk. So from here, we're gonna walk over to that side with the rock. So samahan niyo po ako sa ating paglalakad, sabay exercise. It looks like a runoff drainage. So I'm guessing hindi siya kanal na yung sewage, but just a pipe for runoff from rain to get to the ocean. Let's see kung ano yung makakita natin. Mga shells. So i-compare mo dito sa mga colder temperate rock beaches. wala ganong lamang dagat na makikita. Kasi siyempre kung sa tropical places you would see starfish. So it's not very, there's a lot of marine life, at least in this area. Maybe some other areas meron sang maraming marine life na next to the beach area. I want to see like pieces of shellfish. So pag-usapan natin, what is Australian life for Australians? So these are just observations. So majority of Australians obviously are on the European stock. So they may have lived here for more than 200 years or recently migrated or working holiday or student visa from Europe, also from South America, but there are European with European blood. So siyempre yung matagal na rito, may policy noon na in the US it's called homestead. So basically you migrated here maybe 200 years ago and you farm a land that was like bushland here in Australia, and then you turn into like a productive farm, which you didn't buy it from the government. Maybe you did pay taxes later on, but you have a big real estate that you can pass into, now it's, you know, into the future. So you're basically guaranteed to have that asset that you can develop for the future of your family, maybe 3 or 4 generations down the road. So they own the land back from their ancestors, now turn into this prime property real estate. So it means that they have a head start. After, you know, and then the other thing, they don't have to suffer with discrimination. So admit na natin yan, meron talaga yan. But we just have to manage it. So they had the head start, and then with the economy developing in Australia from agriculture commodity to industrial, so they were into manufacturing cars here. Obviously they have commodities like mining to get a lot of income. The government get a lot of income from that to develop the economy, to invest in roads, better roads, sewage system, even real estate. So when they open up land for development, the local council, the government, state government, city government are projecting to get property taxes and income from those, which in turn build more airports, build more roads, So it's kind of a self-fulfilling prophecy here in with the plant development here in richer countries. So ganyan sila yumaman. So now the observation here is, you know, they do work as the same jobs as, let's say, newly migrants or people that work in visa Filipinos. You know, they work as cashier, they work as I guess hospitality, but also the majority of them from their family are already established businessmen. So when the new generation comes in, they only have to really develop their skills, go to right school, and, you know, inherit the business from their parents. Virgin Australia. So the lesson from that is, as new immigrants to Australia, that I'm sorry, Filipinos have that same growing pains. Maybe right now you see a lot of Filipinos working in services job, aged care, you know, just basically salary job. But later on, hopefully, as the generations comes here, yeah, Filipinos will be also the owners of a lot of this real estate. So they still have to work hard, but they have the base assets to draw income, and don't really have to worry about like 9 to 5 like jobs, but they just have to develop their skills, you know, in arts, in music, politics maybe, and leadership, obviously, Filipino leaders. Yes, because although assimilation is there, but people are people. We look at people first from their physical look. You know, if do they look this race or this people, and so you can be born here without any accent, but unless they hear you speak, they're gonna expect that you come from Asia, or you have Asian heritage, but they may or may not think of you as Australian right away, just say because of your physical look. Which, you know, you can look at that in not in a negative way, just the way our people are. So we're gonna go up the stairs in the viewpoint. Tayo. Lakad-lakad. Let's look for a place to wash our feet. Beach Vikings. Elephant Rock Lookout. Lookout. How to get up? Thank you. Allah. kailangan magsalita tayo dahil maka-copyright tayo rito dahil may music. Ayan, kailangan salita-salita. Kwento-kwentuhan. Not a geologist, pero volcanic rock siya. Ang dali niyang madurog. Wow. Hello. All right, we made it. $2. Snap. Ang kanindot sa mga lugar na inani, tourist friendly jud sila. May mga sign na snap of Tugun. Enjoy the center of Tugun. Tayo 360. Natin siya. Very nice. How many miles you have to bike to get here? Or kilometers?
Just put the car here, so
Oh, you're just going around, like back and
so
forth.
go back
Okay.
to the car, yes.
Ah, okay. I know it came from over there and then you bike all the way here.
Yes, it's a lovely view, isn't it?
Yeah.
Magnificent.
Pretty cool. They put it up here.
You just got to get down.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Much.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice day.
Yung maganda rito yung mga local, mga Australian. Siyempre mga ano sila puti. Madaling kausap lang. Chit-chat, chit-chat. So they're like conversations here. Fun conversations. Let's enjoy the view. Big waves. Ay, baba na tayo. Naog na tayo. Oh, handle na yan. Oh. I think it's aluminum. And painted over. Dedyo siya matayan. Long lasting ang contractor nagikuha sa kung kinsa man nagpagama diri. Oh, these plants. Yeah, it's nalanta because it's warm today. I think it's about 25 plus degrees Celsius. Kung sino dyan ang biologist, please comment kung ano tong plants na to. Alright, I'm gonna end this talk today and walk. Abangan ang susunod na kabanata. Please subscribe and like and comment and share. Overseas Filipino Walk. Ating alamin ang bus stop dito sa Australia. Karamihan merong card na iba-iba sila depende sa state or city. Dito sa Queensland's TransLink. And then ito yung shed nila, protection from the wind. High quality aluminum bench. And then here is the schedule of the bus. So there's only one on Sunday. So Sunday it's gonna be tough to travel by bus. And there's, at least here in the Gold Coast area, only a few buses run on the weekend, on Sundays especially. I like this tree with wood chips. So sino mga botanists who know what kind of tree is this, please comment and share with the community. So paubos na yung battery natin dito sa ginagamit nating camera. So here it looks like a new development, Red Cherry contactor for multi-unit development. Pero maganda rito, pwede siyang maging mixed use. You have a shop downstairs. Kalidad. Australia Post. Sabi na no parking yan. Tatlo na yung sign. Pamusta. So napapansin ko dito, at least dito sa mga smaller beachfront properties, wala ganun chains like McDonald's, Starbucks. Doon sa mga town center marami, pero dito they're trying to get locally owned businesses. Yan, mga van lifers. Shoreline. They still distribute the yellow pages, Gold Coast, Greenheads, Tambourine, Sunday paper. The White Dolphin. Wow. Unang top down ko nakita. McLaren. Swammies. Solid wood. See, outdoor structures Australia outlasts and outperforms. Quality talaga ang top ang pati mga benches. Although it's made of wood. So Google nyo lang yung company to find out kung ano yung wood na ginamit nila sa mga benches na to, and then how much, para malay mo may Pilipino dyan na gustong gawing negosyo yan. Maging supplier ng hardwood, or maybe it's softwood park benches. See, people are enjoying it. It's an advantage ng wood, especially during hot summer. Hindi siya mainit. Hindi ka ng aluminum. You know, pabot mo sa sun, magigana siya. Nagbabaga rin yung init. Hirap mo upuan. Ito yung latitude yung vaccination. Sun Spirit. Not sure it's a model out there. Looks like a real person. So we don't know. And those apartments. Ang maganda sa mga ganitong development dito, that really set aside a lot of park recreational area. Hindi lang yung sinasabi na plaza sa poblasyon. Maybe sa barangay nyo, maliit na basketball court. Then that's not enough for recreation. You need a lot of open space like this, especially close to the beach, around high-rise residential area. People have time to stretch, exercise, and do fun activities. Let's see the sign. Road to recovery. Yeah, so It means they got really affected by the pandemic with loss of travel. Look at the van lives. So it looks like this is a free parking. Let's look at the sign. So it's getting towards the sunset. Yeah. So you have all this free parking. So maybe you're just got off work, you park over here, enjoy some walk, some running, biking, but it's camping prohibited. So no van lifers here at night. Surfing lessons, get the van. It looks like this one is permanent because the tire doesn't move from away from here. Ginawa na siyang storage.